Or you go Alola Internet and start from there.
Brilliant.
I'm gonna cut, so that's a start. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna start now. Yeah. So basically, there was a big. This is gonna be full of spoilers, by the way. There was a massive like data mine from the demo that got released today, and I've made a little presentation for basically everything that we think is going to be VGC legal, what the top mons are going to be, like what's got all the speed control. You know, it's pretty much focused on what we know already. So Gens 1 to 6, all the mons that we actually...
Because Jamie's a wimp, he doesn't want to wildly speculate on Gen 7 mons.
I feel like that's a smart thing to do. It's not wimpy. Like, what if I'm like, oh, this thing's going to be broken, and then it's shit?
Yeah, but we could at least speculate.
We have some speculation at the end.
Yeah, but only because I bullied you into it.
I just like the fact that he said that there was spoilers with the Doug trio with hair just on the screen.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a spoiler though, because that wasn't in the data mine.
That's in the demo. Yeah. I just can't.
Saw it.
It's a bonus thing. You talk to this little woman on the beach, and
she's like, some things freaking me out.
Yeah.
She's like,
and then you can zoom in and see them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are in the demo.
I don't get it. Like, why does it have hair? What does it mean?
They're surfer bros, dude. It's gonna be groundwater type, right? It's gonna get surf.
I think either groundwater, ground fire, just because of the ground it's on. Like, it looks kind of like molten and like, I don't know.
Oh, it does. And also volcanoes are big in. Yeah, that could work. Ground electric, just because it's yellow.
Or like AJ brought up the like it's got hair now, so it's a dragon.
Brilliant as well. You said there was going to be no speculation on the new stuff.
Oh yeah. I've purposely left out like this is we're still on the title page. This doesn't matter, but like I've purposely left Golem and Doug Trio out of a lot of the stuff because we don't know what they are yet. Yeah. We'll go to the next slide now.
We're pretty sure on Golem's typing. Like,
I mean, there's different ways it can go.
Yeah,
like
and we're not 100%.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna go on to the what we do know slide. I'm gonna on the page that Miller made. So like,
this is where things are gonna get important. Like normally I wouldn't want to look at all the new Pokemon and everything too soon, but with the International Championship 2 weeks after the games come out,
exactly.
The most time we get, the more time we get to look at these Pokemon, trying to think what's going to be good, what isn't, the better, really.
Yeah. That's kind of why I wanted to make this as well, because it's like the slides themselves aren't going to be super important, but like
really, when it comes to
they're just like lists of everything that's going to be really valuable for like a tournament so early on.
Really, when it comes to like coming up with your team, though, you've got more than 2 weeks, because obviously once it comes out in America, you guys will. The internet exists.
Yeah.
So it's 2.5 weeks, but it's still a very short period.
It's still good to have an idea beforehand, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. One thing that stands out, like, also like this includes all of the Ultra Beasts because he left them in for some reason.
No, they're not going to be legal.
Yeah, I don't think they are. I don't think they are. I think he just included them for banter.
We know that they are Pokemon now, because there was that whole theory that they weren't Pokemon.
Well, Zog brought this up on Twitter, right? Like, everything that was in the movie studio in Gen 5 had a shiny form as well. And they weren't Pokemon, they were just things.
That's true.
Yeah. So, like, whether they are Pokemon or not is obviously it still remains
No,
to
but
be
they've
seen.
got Pokedex numbers. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, do they? Right,
yeah,
okay.
So the fact that they have dex numbers, even though they're weird dex numbers, it kind of implicates Pokemonism. They're weird dex numbers because they're not traditional, like just 804 is the Machado, and then they're different, but they are registered or something. It's difficult. It's difficult. I don't think they're going to be legal. That's the bit that matters.
Yeah, I doubt they will be, but they're on the page anyways, just for fun. But like one thing that's kind of really stand out here is like how small the dex is. Like
it's a very restricted format. This one.
Yeah, like how small the dex is, and also how kind of generally bad the Pokemon are. I mean, we've got Garchomp, Salamence.
Great.
I love the badness.
I
think the badness is like
creative.
Yeah, I think the badness is like my favorite part.
The problem is that there are some incredibly powerful Pokemon just thrown in there randomly.
Oh, yeah, like Garchomp and Salamence.
Sharpedo as well. Like,
Sharpedo's really frail though, but I suppose
if you look at his matchup against the rest of these mons, he's got a decent matchup in this meta.
Yeah. It's just,
Like,
I suppose there's quite a lot of priority hate as well, but he won't be able to take any, even like neutral attacks from like weak things.
Yeah, but if they can't ever hit you because you're killing them before they hit you, and they can't use priority,
he also does have some fun moves in Destiny Bond. So like, if you sash him, do your damage, and then take someone down with you. That could always
I think he's definitely going to be viable. I think it's cool stuff like that Sharpedo, traditionally not a VGC threat, could be, because most mons are so weak that when you've got any form of power, you're viable.
I think a lot of the bulkier things as well are going to be, like, I think Lapras is going to be really big, personally.
Yeah, I think Lapras will be everywhere. I think Clefable will be everywhere. I actually think Alolan Muck's going to be knocking about, because the dark poison typing is so good.
Yeah. And also the minimize fear.
Oh god, please, no. Please. The personal timers leading to minimize is just...
It'd be handy if we had like a list of these by base stat total, because I think like Garchomp, Salamence, Metagross, what else is the Goodra, I suppose.
Yeah, I thought about doing that, but then it would have taken too long. So I've just got a slide that's got, I've just separated them into their important moves, stuff with important abilities, and then
we've got Silvally though. Don't forget he's a pseudo legendary.
Well, we'll get to the speculation
so
soon with him, because there's a slide about Silvally. So I've got that one here as well, because I tallied up everything. This is just the Gen 1 to 6 stuff, and it's excluding Dugtrio and Golem, but just for basically all the competitively viable Pokemon. All of the types that are represented in Gens 1 to 6. And they're quite skewed.
Just randomly thrown a Whiscash in front of the last few. So
I thought it was a funny face.
Stupid electric fish.
Doing that purple mushroom thing, purple vegetable, whatever it's called.
Flying and water all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is why I wanted to kind of have this here, because it's like a lot of them are quite like even dark and normal, or a little bit more than some of them. But then you get to flying and water, and it's just like, holy crap! Like that's like 3 or 4 times more than some of the other numbers.
So I'm bringing electric types.
That's why I think Lapras will be good, because Lapras walls every water type, hits them both for super effective damage.
Yeah.
But like this is it's a good idea. Like, and plus, have you seen the actual Alolan Pokemon? Like, there's at least another 8 flying types and another 4 water types.
Yeah, for sure.
But so some pretty big types here. There's also, like you were saying about bringing electric types. There's not a lot of ground types.
No, there aren't. And water is a huge typing in Alolan form, because a lot of the really cool stuff is in water types, which we'll obviously get to later.
Yeah.
But a lot of the cool new tech is in water type mons. So. Yeah. That's
so I've got you were saying about the base stats. I've got the good stuffs page. The stuff that are pretty much good in like every generation. I have included like a couple of like random things like Lapras and Melodic, and I kept Sylveon in, even though it won't have Hyper Voice, just because it can still be, it can still do something.
Yeah.
Why would it not have Hyper Voice?
Because it was a move tutor.
Either.
Right, but that doesn't mean that they won't have move tutors in Sun and Moon. Like, you can't just assume that Sylveon won't have Hyper Voice.
Usually in the first game.
Like they do sometimes.
They didn't in Black and White, and they didn't in X and Y.
Yeah, and the other thing is sometimes the big move tutor moves, they move into like learn sets. So they move into like the level up moves and things. Well, so you might see Sylveon Eevee might now learn Hyper Voice by level up.
Which would be frightening.
Especially one of the new moves they've added to get rid of sound moves.
Yeah, there is quite a lot of heavy nerf towards like sound moves, isn't there?
Yeah.
It was needed though.
Yeah, but here we've just got like, Politoed is, as far as we're aware, the only weather setter, which is quite.
I don't think there's any swift swimmers though.
There's Poliwrath, there's like Luminion, they're not great. Relicanth as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Once again, I'm going to be the wild speculation guy. We might get some swift swimmers in hidden abilities in the ALOLAN decks, but I doubt it.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
At least there's no Ludicolo and no Kingdra, because I'm sick of seeing those two.
Oh yeah. We do have Ninetales as well, so that if we can get the normal Ninetales, then we can get the Drought and possibly Snow Warning with the ALOLAN.
Yeah. I mean, this is something that I've been curious about. Like, do we get access to the normal versions as well? Because I would much rather use the normal version of Raichu. I might much rather use the normal version of Marowak. Who knows?
Because for things like Executor, Raichu, and Marowak, I really don't know. For stuff like Ninetales, I think we might be able to, because you can transfer up from the bank and then breed them.
Well, no, but because they wouldn't be Alola decks. The thing about the forms is they made it pretty clear that if they evolve in Alola, they evolve into the Alolan form. If it's like an old Mon that then hasn't evolved form, which is Alolan, like Raichu, for example, there is no Alolan Pikachu, but Pikachu evolved in Alola will always evolve into Alolan Raichu. Same for a couple of others. And then the second part is that I don't think that regular Vulpix will be legal in Alola. And I think they might even have it so that if you hatch a Vulpix egg in Alola, you will get an Ice Vulpix, regardless of whether the parents were Ice or Fire.
I mean, we'll have to wait and see how this happens, because it's not like... I don't think they're going to be different Pokedex numbers, and there's East and West Gastrodon that are, look different but are the same Pokemon. I'm not sure if, I don't know how it's going to work.
Yeah, it's something I don't... so why I didn't want to include Ninetales on here as a potential Sunsetter or anything like that, because, we don't know. Yeah. Whereas, things like... we know what Politoed does. We know what, Whimsicott and Gengar do.
I think it's going to be a no. I think that they'll either specify that you can't bring non-Alolan forms of Pokemon that have Alolan forms, or they will just make it so if you hatch a Vulpix egg in Alola, it comes out as an Ice Vulpix. Deal with it.
I mean, at least we know, at least for the London International Championship, that we're not going to have bank and we can't, so we're going to be stuck with what we can get in game for now.
Yeah. And no Dark Void Smeargle.
Yeah.
Although he is there, which is obviously everybody's favorite thing to see. And everybody who was a big fan of X and Y's meta will love to see the fact that Talonflame and Garchomp are still around.
I really wish they would get rid of Talonflame. Just take it out of the Pokedex.
There's so much priority hate. Which I'm pretty sure we're getting to later.
Yeah, we do.
I don't think Talonflame's going to be the same force it was.
Maybe. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
It's very, very specific situations, though.
It's not specific situations. There are abilities which literally say priority moves don't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's only on 2 Pokemon.
No, and then there's a field effect.
And it does take it takes a turn to use this psychic field effect thing as well. So
there's also the potential of one of the auto setters though.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, switching.
It is all of the fields are on the auto setters. One of them is very clearly a psychic type as well.
That's the Squidward one, isn't it?
Yeah. There is a psychic type form setter, and it will be setting the psychic field as it comes in. So there's no worries about. I think the amount of priority hate that there is, I don't see that much priority being brought.
I mean, it probably will still have it'll still be quite.
I mean, it's still got the option to flip this, hasn't it? It's still a fast Pokemon.
So. It's not that strong though. Talonflame isn't as strong as people think it is.
Well, it's just because it's got strong moves, really, isn't it? Plus, we don't know how Z moves are going to affect things. So, if it sees Bruxish, it might have, some random grass tech. But yeah.
Jesus.
We've got, Metagross makes an appearance, who didn't really do much in the last kind of 2 metas, which I'm quite excited. I like Metagross a lot. I'd be quite happy to, hopefully
a real throwback to, 12 and 13.
He was good then, wasn't he? I heard.
And prior. Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
It was even better before the steel nerf.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, steel nerf matters a lot.
Garchomp and Salamence are probably the biggest 2, I think, that are still allowed. Because Metagross is quite easy to stop. It's quite slow. It's got a fair amount of weaknesses. Whereas Garchomp and Salamence can just do so much.
Funny how Salamence is now a dragon again.
I know, right?
A flying type.
Yeah.
Almost forgot that regular Salamence actually existed.
I know.
Scarf Salamence was all around in 14, wasn't it?
It's still a great mon. Scarf Salamence is still a great mon.
And it gets it gets some really fun moves that you can just randomly put Z crystal. It gets Hydro Pump, so if you have a problem with ground types, just give it the water Z crystal and then teach it Hydro Pump and then deal with them that way.
Nice. Oh, interesting fact. Not sure if you guys know this. The Z moves can be both physical and special. So
yeah, it's dependent
you can find this out in the demo.
It's dependent on what move you select, isn't it?
Yeah, so it depends on which move it's attuned to. Because if you put it on a Pikachu in the demo, you can get a physical version of the Gigavolt Havoc and a special version. Yeah. So that's really, really interesting because
the power varies too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is, I think, the biggest factor. It didn't seem too like stupidly overpowered though, which is, I guess, a plus. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about these. I mean, people know what these things do, but like, these are the kind of important moves to know about, and like what Pokemon will have them that we already know about. So like, you can't like talk about VGC and not talk about Fake Out first. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm really surprised with how few Pokemon there are with Fake Out.
But they're all important.
Well, maybe not Delibird.
Oh, Delibird, right, okay. Delibird has a niche, right? It gets Icy Wind, it's got Vital Spirit, so it can't be put to sleep.
No, Jamie, it doesn't. Its stats are terrible. Its move pool is terrible. It's awful.
Its move pool's fine, it's just it's a bad Pokemon around that.
I'm still sick, so I don't want to continue this conversation. I don't want to waste the few words that I can spout this evening on Delibird.
I mean, I suppose we don't know how good Dark-type Persian will be yet.
No, we don't.
I think it's be average at best.
I think it's going to be a poor man's Liepard, really, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Like
a prankster. It'll just be Liepard. Watch it.
It's got too fat a face to have prankster.
Yeah, I don't like its face. Like it swallowed a football or something.
But yeah, we do have a really short like amount of like Fake Out users. I mean, obviously this is just like pre-existing one, which makes me feel like Kangaskhan's going to be still quite like popular.
I don't think so though, because it's still Kangaskhan is objectively worse than Hariyama without Mega Evolution.
Well, Kangaskhan did win like US Nationals in 2009 or something, didn't it? Like normal Kangaskhan.
Yeah. It's got inner focus as well, which is a big factor. So like it can't be faked out itself. You can safeguard if that's what you want to do. It's got quite like nice like support moves.
I want to believe that it won't be there. Okay, I want to believe that.
Yeah.
Just wait until it wins London.
Someone be using Kangaskhan.
It wins London because people forget that it can't Mega, so they spend all their time dealing with Kangaskhan that's just doing nothing.
Still scared of it.
I feel like Hariyama, Sableye, and Weavile are probably going to be the most kind of seen ones, to be honest.
Raichu, definitely.
Sure.
Oh, Raichu as well.
Raichu. Yeah, Alolan Raichu is going to be all over the place.
Raichu at least early on, because there's quite a lot of dark types available.
Yeah, and so many people are going to just be like, oh yeah, Tapu Koko or Alolan Raichu, that's the best tech ever. Nobody else would have thought of this. So...
I mean...
See, I keep thinking Alolan Raichu is a fairy, but it's psychic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's psychic, yeah.
Oh, so, if it was fairy, it would be so much better.
I know, right?
Yeah, it would.
It won't die to Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, they're probably the big ones. Smeargle probably won't see much use. I don't know, actually. Because everybody's still riding on the hate of VGC 16, so...
Yeah, I can't see Smeargle being that good, to be honest. And this is from someone who, really quite likes Smeargle.
Yeah.
Who's the best Smeargle player in VGC 16.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You weren't, though, because, what's his face? Justin finished a place higher than you on the official board. I know you're the same place, technically, but like...
Smeargle.
But yeah.
How could he be better?
They're all pretty frail as well, except from Hariyama. So,
yeah.
Like, there's not a lot of, I don't know.
We can be pretty sure that a couple of these new mons are going to get Fake Out. I really think that those dancing birds are going to get Fake Out. I really think that
I reckon Litten and Popplio's evolutions probably will.
Yeah. I can see that.
What's that? Is that the water one?
Yeah.
New
just because it's a seal.
The grass type will be Imperial Majesty, or Majestic Splendor, or whatever.
Serena.
Yeah, I think that'll get Fake Out as well.
Yeah, I think that thing's really cool. We'll talk about that a bit later on because I've got that on the thing. One of the more important things is like we're onto speed control now. Like,
yeah,
I've got the 4 kind of main methods here, like Tailwind, Icy Wind, Thunderwave, and Trick Room. So like, these are the kind of only things that learn, because the move tutors aren't around, so Icy Wind's not going to be everywhere, Tailwind's not going to be everywhere. Like, these are the kind of more... These are all we've got really at the moment.
A great injustice by putting it in the rest when multiple users includes Smeargle and Braviary. I think Mandibuzz is going to be an unsung hero in this meta.
I would agree. It's way bulkier than you would think.
Yeah.
To be honest,
it gets some really cool moves. It gets Snarl. It gets some really cool tech that could really.
To be honest, I was between putting Braviary there and Mandibuzz there. The only reason I moved Mandibuzz over was because Braviary had Defiant, and I didn't have enough space. And the reason that Smeargle's at the bottom is because I forgot about it. I kept forgetting that Smeargle can do all of these things.
Yeah.
But no, like, well, yeah,
I mean, Pelipper, to be honest, Pelipper is pretty good too. You know, it
yeah,
can
it's got White Guard,
and...
yeah, Scald as well.
It's got base 100 defense. That's pretty bulky.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've all got a place. I think Butterfree, Driftblim, Ledian don't have a place, but
well, to be honest, Butterfree's pretty good too. You know,
Driftblim has another place that we're gonna get to a bit later on that nobody's gonna like seeing.
No.
I think at least the top 4 are undeniably the best ones, though. Like, Talonflame, Murkrow, and Whimsicott all have priority Tailwind, and Aerodactyl's fast, has White Guard, and has Rock Slide.
I think, again, because of the way that these priority shutdown moves work, I think Prankster could end up really kicking your own ass.
Yeah, but, like, is it not only targeted priority moves?
No, it isn't. It's any priority move cannot happen. The Psychic Terrain prevents targeted ones because you have to be touching the ground to be immune to them.
Yeah.
But the Imperial Majesty one that the plant has and Bruxish's ability, I keep forgetting the names of them.
Bruxish's and
Dazzling and Queen Majesty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those just stop it from happening. It literally
You're
pops
missing
up and it's
Crobat
like
from this list.
Oh, it's
Crobat can't get it. That's
Crobat's a move tutor, yeah.
I was gonna say if that is the case, that priority moves just cannot happen, then just fast Pokemon like Aerodactyl and Crobat would then maybe take over.
They do. It's been proven. It was in one of the Japanese trailers.
Or Flame Body Talonflame.
Well, yeah. The thing is as well, though, like Whimsicott and Talonflame are still both fast. So like, there's.
But the problem is that they have Prankster, so they use them. Unless you give them like Flame Body, Talonflame, and obviously Whimsicott. What other ability does Whimsicott?
Whimsicott's abilities are all actually pretty good. It's got Infiltrator and it's got like if you've got
Infiltrator could work.
Yeah, because if they've got like Safeguard.
Yeah.
So like, there's a lot of potential with these ones, like particularly like the top 4. Like I do agree that Mandibuzz is probably like better than Braviary. I just I ran out of space.
It's fine.
But like,
I think Mandibuzz is going to be an unsung hero. I think in bulky teams, Mandibuzz is going to do a lot of work.
I think the main reason I decided to put Mandibuzz over there is because its main offense is foul play, isn't it? So like, but like nothing's particularly strong.
But it doesn't matter because you just give it Snarl because of the number of special attackers knocking about.
Does it learn Snarl?
Yes.
Yeah, of course it does.
Really?
It's still a TM. Yeah.
It's a bird.
Never been snarled at by a bird before?
No.
Well.
Yeah, have you not seen any swans?
Oh, I mean, I live near some swans, but I let them do their own thing. I'm not gonna get on that.
Geese I'm thinking of, not swans.
Yeah, there you
Geese
go.
are the ones that snarl you.
Still, though, swans are vicious, so like I don't want to be getting in on that. Right.
I dressed up as a rabbit and let a
Snarl
bolt
is
come and
no longer a TM. That could be a problem.
Snarl can't no longer be a TM. That would be the worst. Like,
I mean, they've made TMs just disappear before. They've made HMs disappear before. Where's my Whirlpool at?
Nobody needs Whirlpool.
Excuse me. Saps is Sipper Azumarill with Whirlpool walls Ferrothorn.
Yeah, it does.
It walls and traps Ferrothorn. You literally trap it in and then Perish Song. And the Ferrothorn.
So, I don't know. What about Curse Explosion Ferrothorn?
Oh, come on.
You said every Ferrothorn.
It walls almost every Ferrothorn.
But right, yeah. So like, is there anything you feel like we should mention about like these? Like, I feel like to give Butterfree some credit, it does have Rage Powder as well. So it's got
and 97% accurate Sleep Powder.
Yeah, which is pretty nice.
Is it just like a weaker Vivillon, really?
97%.
A weaker, slower Vivillon, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't get Hurricane. That's Vivillon's main draw over Butterfree.
97% is not accurate enough. I will miss that.
Yeah, you will miss it, and it will cost you the game.
Yeah, it will cost me exactly. I am not clicking a move that doesn't have 100 accuracy. Trust me on this.
I feel like bravery is kind of important though, because like while there's not a lot of intimidators, like it is one of the few defiant mons as well. So like having something that can get so much like more powerful, like and also set up speed is pretty nice.
There's 2 defiant and 2 competitive, aren't there?
Yeah,
there's bravery, Primeape, Wigglytuff, and Milotech.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that Primeape would get an Alolan form.
That would have been good.
I mean, they can't give everybody all like glorious golden locks. Like
I really wanted every Gen 1 Mon to get an Alolan form. That's what I wanted when I first saw them revealed. I really wanted it to be like every Gen 1 Mon has just got an Alolan form now. Screw new Mons, don't even want them. I just want the Alola region to be all the Gen 1 Mons in Alolan form.
I've moved on to Trick Room now. Like,
okay, cool.
Yeah, Trick Room's a really important thing. It kind of gets...
I like Trick Room. I think it's going to be pretty yeah.
Yeah, like there's also like unlike with like Tailwind, like I feel like all of these have all got their own kind of like niche about them as well. Like you've got your kind of like fast setters to kind of throw them off guard with Alakazam, Starmie, Whimsicott, and Gengar. Like your kind of slow one, your standard ones like Porygon and Slowbro. ALOLAN Executor still gets Trick Room, which is fun because it's a grass dragon type that Trick Rooms.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I really want Alolan Executor to be competitive. I really want it.
It's. I reckon it will be. Like,
probably will
it'll be good against those big Salamence and the big Salamence and the big Garchomp. Like, it's really good against Garchomp. So there's that.
Yeah, I mean the fact that it's one of the few Trick Room users as well is a big thing.
Yeah.
Oh, resisting Earthquake is a good thing too, because of the amount of life it's going to be knocking around everywhere. It's got Frisk. We don't know what its hidden ability is going to be yet.
We don't even know what its second ability is going to be yet.
Well, no, it's only got one ability, but it'll have a hidden ability.
Yeah, they've only revealed one ability, but they've done that before. Back in the XY days, they revealed mons with one ability that then had two. Did
they? What did they do with that?
I can't remember. I've been told it by people who were around back then. I wasn't even on YouTube back in the X and Y days, dude. Give me a break. Like, I didn't.
Fine,
I'll put it like this. I didn't even know X and Y were coming out until I walked into my local game shop and saw them on the shelf, and I was like, "Wow, I remember Pokemon," and bought X and Y.
I took the weekend off work to play X and Y.
Yeah, I think I got it like 4 days late.
No, I think exactly like even if it does only have Frisk, right, and we don't know what its other ability. Frisk is still good for a Trick Room setter, like, you know, scouting out. You get to see. Plus, we don't know what Dragon Hammer does. I assume it's strong.
Yeah,
it must be strong.
I assume it's Woodhammer, but dragon.
That'd be kind of funny.
That would make the most sense.
It just gets both, and it just slams down both times. I think.
I mean, out of these Pokemon, I would say Porygon 2, Slowbro, Mismagius, Trevenant are going to be the main Trick Room setters.
Yeah, I would definitely agree.
Trevenant's great.
Like, Porygon 2 it's so, particularly with such a kind of low-powered meta game as well. Like, it's not going to go anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with Porygon 2. It's a very good Pokemon. It can take so many hits.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's
if
you
you
a frustration mon. It's gonna just frustrate people into just throwing their DS at a wall.
Your slide that we had like half an hour ago, I think there was only like 5-6 fighting types as well. So you know,
there's not many. Well, I mean that's only like pre-existing ones. There's at least a couple in the new mons, with like Passimian and Brawler. Yeah. But yeah, like no, Porygon 2 I reckon is going to be a good one. I didn't even realize Trevenant learnt it, but like I'm pretty excited to see that too. Just because I feel like with the amount of water types everywhere, grass type's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Whimsicott,
Whimsicott. Trevenant learnt it.
Yeah, neither did I. Whimsicott's good for the block.
I said, how could you not know that? Because that's we set up Trick Room against Team School in our match. You should have watched.
I watched it on like
Blyeo's 2014 team had Trevenant. It's such a good Pokemon. Like Harvest and Citrus Berry.
Yeah. It's a great one.
But yeah, like the rest probably like Carmine probably won't do much. But like Gengar's like it's the nice option. Like
yeah.
The rest probably not so much. Like Spin Dive.
I think Gengar is going to be a great mon in this meta.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
it's been great every meta.
Yeah, I
mean, at least
Gengar's
it won't have like Icy Wind, but it can still do some good stuff.
It's still powerful. It's still got it stabs amazing. Like
yeah. But I mean, I suppose part of the appeal for Gengar, just to play devil's advocate, part of the appeal for Gengar was Mega Kangaskhan, and that's not going to be so much of a thing.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, that's true.
It's still a nice, quick Will-O-Wisp user, though.
Yeah, it is.
Is there anything else you think about, like the Trick Room mons? Like,
no, I think
you see anything?
that's all for me.
Just run Roar and Whirlwinds, and you don't have to worry about these guys.
Do any of these get sound?
Except for Whimsicott.
Well, just have a really, really fun, like run Aerodactyl with Whirlwinds, and then you're sorted.
Espeon's magic bounces.
Oh yeah, Espeon. That'd be fun.
Oh no, that's the one.
That's a fun niche actually. That like, if Roar really does like ever pick up, like Espeon would be a great like Trick Room series.
Well, it will after I win London.
You're not gonna win London, boy.
Well, I've got this video as evidence. If I did. Called it here.
Smeargulls obviously they're just as
soon as you win London, Kean's just gonna go back on this on the YouTube built-in editing and just edit this chunk out.
The only way Boyt will win London is if I can't attend.
Oh, or me. What about me? I'm going to London.
I'm sure you
and
can.
I have a distinct advantage. Pardon?
Nothing.
I have a distinct advantage here, James.
What's that?
I'll actually have a team.
True.
You guys are all going to be using your in-game teams 2 weeks later. I'm going to have bred a completely competitive team.
Miller can breed. I mean, he'll give us the wrong mons, but like the wrong level.
Yeah, but is he going to be able to breed them in time?
Yeah.
2 weeks to complete the game and breed all the mons. Like, you know. I have time. I have oodles of time.
Yeah, you do. That's so annoying. Like, even if I get to go to London, like if I heard that one of my exams is potentially on the 5th, so that's a plus. So like the dream of going to London is still alive. But like even still, like I'd only have potentially like 2 days to get a team together.
Yeah,
this could be the worst.
And you've got to get your Z-ring.
I don't need the Z-ring. I'll be fine. I'll go without it. I'll just not run a Z.
No Z moves. No Z moves. Yeah. They're so strong, dude. The Z moves are so strong.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Right, Icy Wind. And you'll like this slide, Duncan. I made this one for you.
No, I see it. That's why I've been distracting you and trying not to get this far.
Right.
I mean, this just reminds me so much of 2014 because, you know, coming out of 13 when everything could have, potentially could have Icy Wind, almost nothing in 2014 had Icy Wind. That's why I started using Mr. Mime, because it was one of the few things that actually learned Icy Wind. And we're in the same situation, obviously minus, the new Pokemon that might learn Icy Wind.
Yeah.
We've got such a restricted number here, and it's such a good move too.
And none of them are good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Weavile's good.
yeah, Weavile is
right,
good, but like
let's speculate a little bit. Poplio Maid.
Yeah,
will
that
probably have Icy Wind.
That could.
Alolan Ninetales will probably have Icy Wind.
Yeah, maybe.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
That would be
Other
pretty
than
good.
that, Alolan Sandslash maybe, but
Possibly.
Maybe. Yeah.
Ninetales,
yeah,
I think, is the most likely of a lot of them. Yeah. Weavile is probably the only. Well, Frostless actually is pretty good as well. Frostless is fast as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both options. Glalie, Glaceon, and Vanillix are all a bit slow, aren't they? So like, there's not.
Vanillix is the worst mon in Pokemon. Like,
I mean,
terrible.
it's not really though.
I don't know why you even bothered to mention it here.
I have a stuffed one. It was the first Pokemon plush I ever bought.
You're terrible.
I think it's cool. Remember that time it swept you on a free-for-all, Duncan? Because I do.
Oh, would you look at my wrist? I have to go.
But yeah, like Weavile and Frostless, I think are pretty much unless Ninetales, the existing ones. Like I think,
yeah,
like Lee's random Assault Vest Weavile, like that could have ice. Did we not feedy that for Worlds, Boyt?
I did theory Assault Vest Weavile at one point, yeah.
With Icy Wind as well.
Yeah. And no, I even brought Weavile with Icy Wind's Assault Vest to a PC, and I didn't top cut. So
yeah, like Icy Wind.
I think it'll have a bit more place because the meta's going to be a little bit weaker. You will be able to survive hits even with a Weavile.
Yeah. Plus, there's quite a lot of like new psychic types, so I reckon Dark's going to be quite a useful type to have. It's got Fake Out, Icy Wind.
That's why
Icy Wind's Icy Wind's probably my favorite speed control move.
Yeah, same.
Like
yeah, especially with the nerf to Thunderwave, I think.
Oh, and we've not got to that yet. People don't know.
Oh, spoilers.
Duncan. But yeah, it's just the fact that it hits both. It's got that little bit of chip, and it's kind of lasting until they switch out. Like it's so valuable. Like it's
yeah.
And with
I didn't appreciate it until this year, and now I love it.
And it tempts out switches that might not actually be their optimum play, but they're like, oh, I'll get my speed back, so they might play.
Yeah. Or like, they freak them out because they're switching a Salamence or something, and then they're slow and in range of another Icy Wind. Like
yeah. Especially with Garchomp and Salamence being.
Yeah, exactly. Garchomp and Salamence are probably going to be two of the biggest things around. So like having a decent Icy Wind user is going to be great. Like if you catch them coming in, it's not factored in by Intimidate like with Salamence. Like they're both pretty fast.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways. I think it's great, and I'm pretty sure that after an Icy Wind from Weavile, they'd probably both be in Ice Shard range, even after the Intimidate from Salamence. Like,
oh, easily.
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Definitely.
So, if you get your spreads right, you can really chunk those mons.
And I'm gonna find a place for Vanilla.
Ice Shard and Icicle Crash is a thing.
Icicle Crash is an OHKO on Salamence, even when intimidated, easily.
If you bring Vanillux to any tournament, Jamie, to any tournament, I will steal your DS and break it apart.
What if I win before you know I've got it?
I'll still take your DS at the end of the tournament and break it in half.
You can just buy a new one with the price.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure Vanillux did pretty well in 2011. I think Hui used it and did alright with it. And 11 was obviously quite a restricted format too, so
yeah.
I think there's some life in it.
Yeah, a fun thing as well about it is it gets Weather Ball, and there's only rain so far. So you've got that.
I would like to take this opportunity as well to point out that Spinder learns Icy Wind and Trick Room and Fake Out. So there you go.
And it's got Contrary, so if you got intimidated or Icy Winded yourself.
Maybe this is going to be Spinder's year.
Running with assist, a mon in the back with. Oh, it gets superpower as well. Oh no, superpower's a Dream World move.
But yeah, the meta of Spinder. Someone will make it work. This is why I'm so I'm so gutted that there's a very high possibility I won't be able to attend a tournament until 2017, because this is the kind of meta that I love.
For one of my PCs.
But then I have to go to fucking Wales.
Yeah, it's like the people here are scrubs, so it's basically free CP.
You can't say that.
Oh no, seriously. One of them for 2016 meta was like, I want a team that's only Gen 1 Pokemon. That brought it to the PC.
Well, the last Edinburgh PC had Miller in it, so I don't know how much of a step down it's going to be. But
why are you so mean to Miller, man?
Because he takes it so well. But
right,
yeah,
Thunderwave. We're talking about
we'll go on to
move on to this.
We'll go on to Thunderwave because Thunderwave's a really big one actually. Because for one, there's loads of setters for it, but two, there's been a really big change to it.
Yeah, I only just recently found out about this.
Yeah, it's not 100% accurate anymore. It's only 90% accurate.
That's garbage. It's garbage now.
Which means that me and Duncan will never ever miss ever, and Boyt will never notice the difference.
Right. So let's talk about 90% accuracy move. You know what's a 90% accurate move? Overheat. You know how many times I used Overheat last time I was in London for a tournament? I used it 6 times in the tournament. Do you know how many times I hit it? One time. 1 time out of 6. On a 90. No, I'm never.
Draco Meteor is also 90% accurate. Think of all of those times you've missed a game-winning Draco Meteor.
So many.
I missed one on stream against Rachel in Dublin.
Yeah, oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I was so angry. Oh, but anyways, right, just
think of it like Swagger. I mean, Swagger's always been 90. It can miss sometimes. It'll happen.
Yeah.
But yeah,
but
I
if
don't
you're
think the
using
accuracy
swagger,
drop
you
is going to be
deserve
massive
to
for
miss.
it.
Yeah. If we don't know yet if the paralysis chance has been changed, do we? Like if it's
I don't think we know at this point.
I mean, out of all these changes, I would much rather the full paralysis chance be reduced than the accuracy or the speed or whatever. That is the thing.
The speed drop thing I think is pretty major, because it means that like if you're running it on like a Trick Room team, like you no longer have to worry about paralyzing the opponent's Pokemon and then them outspeeding you in Trick Room.
Yeah,
potentially.
Like,
and if you've got Tailwind up, then you're naturally faster anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Instead of all of this, they should have just gotten rid of the 25% full paralysis chance. It should have just been gone. 0% chance to be fully paralyzed, but 100% accuracy, speed drop to 25%. That's what it should have been.
That would have been the best.
Yeah, it would have been the most fair, definitely.
Nuzzle is better than Thunderwave now in every single way.
Nuzzle was always better than Thunderwave, I think.
Not in every single way, though.
Could be Sucker Punched.
I suppose.
You take Iron Barbs and Rocky Helmet damage. Not every way.
Iron Barbs, Rocky Helmet.
Why would you nuzzle a Ferrofarn?
You can also be King Shielded, whereas
True.
Thunderwave went through
every single way. It's better.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. Nuzzle was still good. I like Nuzzle.
Yeah,
it's amazing now. 100% accurate.
Oh, I forgot to include Nuzzle, but I mean, the only really good user of it is Raichu, and he's there, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, Togedemaru might be.
Togedemaru, yeah. I like that.
What is that one again?
That's the little hedgehog.
Oh, right, yeah.
Which rather importantly, which rather importantly has Lightning Rod.
The electric thing.
Yeah.
The
little ball.
The Pikachu clone. This generation's Pikachu clone. Okay.
Yeah.
I think Amolga's in the decks as well, so that would be up to Nuzzle.
Yeah. But yeah, so Thunderwave's it's still pretty good. It's a permanent change to a permanent 50% speed drop, which is always amazing, essentially. Like we again don't know about the full parallel chance, but like assuming it's still there, that possibility for them to not do anything in turn, it was 1 in 4. So if it's still the same, like you could lose.
The number of game-losing full paras I've had, Jamie, I want that chance gone. Okay? I just want it to be a set thing. I think they need more things that are definite. Burn does a definite amount of damage and halves your power.
Yeah.
Like, freeze should not be a thing.
No,
Frozen should not be a status. Sleep should be a set number of turns. Or, I don't know. I think sleep should be like 2 turns every time.
I think they do need some amount of RNG in the game, because then you're sort of reducing the odds management part of the skill, really.
Yeah, like I agree that there should be some. I just agree that I also agree that it should be reduced, because like freeze. There's no getting around that freeze is bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, freeze is nonsense.
I've lost 2 years in a row. I've lost a 1 game at the World Championships to freeze against a team with an auto sunsetter. 2 years in a row. That's how ridiculous freeze is. It just appeared when the sun. I got frozen when the sun went down, and then I just stayed frozen until the game ended. Like it's that shouldn't be a thing. But this is not what we're talking about, so it's fine. Thunderwave. Yeah. Thunderwave can just be just as bad. Like notable setters here. Like Porygon 2 stands out loads because it can Trick Room as well. So like Clefable, you've got your redirection, you've got your Thunderwave.
I like Lantern in this meta.
Yeah, Lantern. I was gonna say about that too.
Volt Absorb.
That Lantern's pretty nice. It's also got Soak if you want to pair it with all of your electric types.
Rotom not in the Pokedex then?
No, Rotom's
it's
not.
No.
It's just it is in the Pokedex, but it's not in the Pokedex.
Not in that way.
Klefki and Murkrow are the only 2 priority Thunderwavers. Gyarados
once again Clefable.
Like Clefable. I think Clefable is going to be so important in this game because everything's quite weaker by comparison. There'll probably be quite a lot of
it's the big name in Redirect, isn't it? It's also the biggest name in Redirect.
Yeah.
Like Clefairy might be big too because of the
Friend Guard. Oh god, friend guard and everything being bulky and like not as strong. Everything's just gonna live forever.
And minimize Clefairy as well. People just slamming minimize.
Don't worry. We'll get to that.
Oh, what? Yeah, but that's like a perfect segue.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
you know what Thunderwave does. Minimize is the next thing, so we'll go on to that. Right. Everybody's scared of it. Everybody's like, because of the new timer, essentially. Like,
because of the way the new timer works, minimize scumming is going to be a new thing where you just click your moves as fast as possible. As long as you're clicking your moves faster than your opponent, their timer runs out before yours.
Yeah.
10 minutes of move picking time isn't as little time as people think, because obviously move animations aren't taken into account. So if somebody is minimize scumming you, you can still beat them just by clicking your moves as fast as you can, but it gives you less time to think.
One thing that does give me a little bit of confidence with this is I'm pretty sure the Z moves are always going to be like 100% accurate, like Aerial Ace.
That's what I thought too. Like, as long as you pack one that kind of hits them all, I guess.
Yeah.
Or the one that's most common. So like, I imagine like the ground one will be pretty useful.
On your Z move, and then you're done.
Well, no, because you presumably you could just use it later.
No, it gets used up.
Does it?
That's it. You've used your Z move.
How do you know that?
Because it's in the dump.
Oh, is it?
It's when you click it that it's used.
Oh, okay.
As far as I'm aware, when you click it, it's used up. So if
they protect on it,
if they protect on it, or if they're immune to it, it doesn't. It gets used up. Just like PP gets used up, it gets used up.
But yeah, like this is Marcus had quite a funny tweet about like the timer, didn't he? And it's quite like
it's just him training for VGC 17, and he's just
tapping his moves in as quickly as possible. Like that's what minimized players are going to do. So learn these Pokemon.
Yeah, you see these Pokemon in team preview.
You see these Pokemon slap your opponent in the face.
You have your 6th Mon, and that 6th Mon is something with fucking Swift, Aerial Ace.
Yeah. Actually, I just thought about something. Well, this doesn't work for Muck, and potentially Unaware Clefable. But like, Salandit is a poison type.
Yeah.
Like, poison types
so
always hit toxic.
Is no guarding. Yep.
Yeah. So like...
It's actually it doesn't work on Muck, but yeah.
Yeah. So that's an option.
Or Clefable, because you can have Magic Guard.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how what's going to be more important for. I suppose if you're minimizing Clefable, Magic Guard's going to be more useful, isn't it? Just on the off chance of stray stats.
Yeah, but you've also got the Muck gets the move that gets rid of their stat boosts.
Haze.
Clear Smog.
Oh, Clear Smog.
Yeah. Clear Smog.
Yeah. Oh god, Muck's going to be awful, isn't it?
No, we need to run the Keen Eye. I think Bravery gets Keen Eye. Need to run that.
What else gets Skarmory gets it.
Yeah.
Pelipper gets it.
I don't want to.
But here's the problem: we're having to consider how to deal with minimize in VGC.
Yeah. Like it used to be, you just because I remember facing that stupid Muck team at a PC once, and like I just looked at my opponent, saw the team, and I was like, I just sat and picked my moves, like it took as long as I wanted, and just sat for 20 minutes basically.
Yeah. And won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he KO'd his own Whimsicott by using Memento, and I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. Don't underestimate how stubborn I'm going to be right now. But
because then eventually the judge comes around and goes, "Hey, timer, what's game status? You win."
Yeah, exactly. But like, this is going to be a bit of a factor now. So like, prepare for these. If you see these Pokemon, know what
they're going to do.
What they're going to do.
I think Clefable, there's a good chance they're not going to be running Minimize. Muck,
I don't know.
There is a chance
Minimize Follow Me was a big thing at one point in time.
Yeah, 15. I know. I ran it.
Oh.
My first ever tournament, I got a team off of Chimpact and it had Minimize Follow Me Clefairy. I got a +6 evasion against Billa in my first game of the tournament. That's the first VGC competitive game I'd ever played, was against Billa, Barasakos, Billa VGC. And I got to +6 evasion on Clefairy and clicked Follow Me every turn, and he did not miss once. He killed me.
Well, you kind of deserve that.
Oh yeah, he wasn't sorry. He literally looked at me and he goes, "I'm not even sorry."
You know what happened in my first? Like that was a what was it? I keep forgetting. Something Coldfield, wasn't it?
Yeah.
My first round of that, I lost to Double Team Thunderers. fuck people.
Yeah. Evasion sucks, man.
Yeah.
Important note: if you use this, then go fuck yourself. That's absolutely right.
Yeah, that's a very important note. Intimidate, right? There's not a lot of Intimidate users, but it's a really powerful ability. Like lowering their attack stat when you come in is just the best.
Yeah, I think Crocodile's going to be used. I genuinely think Crocodile's
Crocodile is going to spike.
Yeah, like the ground type, the dark type, they Intimidate. Like
it was pretty good in 2011.
Yeah,
I'll see why it wouldn't be good now.
Like Arcanine.
I mean, knockoff is super strong now as well compared to 2011. So it's
they get knockoff though, because knockoff's a move tutor.
Is it not?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna go have a look.
Yeah, have a look. We'll talk about the other things while you're looking. Like Arcanine.
Potentially Scarf Rock Slide as well.
Yeah, exactly. Rock Slide's amazing. Like Gyarados gets Rock Slide too, doesn't it? So does Salamence. So like, if you don't worry about missing Landorus.
I'm not sure if Gyarados can learn Rock Slide.
No, is it Stone Edge it learns?
I think it's just Stone
it is
Edge.
a move tutor move.
Yeah, it's a move tutor.
Oh, is it? Okay, so it doesn't get knockoff.
I guess Crunch.
Yeah, so it's still got its powerful Dark Stab, but I think the most important factor about it is its Intimidate and its Ground type. Like
Yeah, for sure.
In a
I think
world,
Electric's going to be a big thing.
Yeah, in a world with so few like ground types, like being able to.
There was the least amount of ground was the least amount of types. Gen 1 to 6.
Yeah, I think
There's only 5 of them, so.
I mean, you never know how big this Sandcastle is going to be too. It could be good.
Or Mudsdale, the horse.
Well,
yeah.
I think about Mudsdale is I think it's got really shit special defense, because we saw it next to Alolan Marowak take a Surf from Wishy Washy, and it took like 75 to 80%. No, I couldn't take 75. It was just on the cusp. It was just before it would go red, whereas Marowak took like half.
Yeah.
So I don't think Mudsdale is going to be as bulky as everybody's assuming it's.
What if that was an Assault Vest to Marowak and just a normal Mudsdale?
Yeah, because if you Assault Vest Mudsdale, all of a sudden he's taking hits for days.
True.
I am legitimately looking forward to seeing how good this new Alola Dugtrio is going to be as well.
I really that's the thing. I'm captivated by it now. Like. I mean,
Dugtrio has actually always been one of my favorite Pokemon. So if it's actually going to be,
it's so hilariously simple.
Now.
Yeah.
And if it still gets Arena Trap, then Perish Trap is still a thing.
Maybe. Only works on things that are grounded, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you run Gravity.
Oh God.
I did notice Sableye was still in there, so.
Well, Clefable's there too. What else? What else learns Perish on?
Gravity's move tutor as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I
I'm
think it
pretty
might
sure. Once again, Popmade. I'm pretty sure Popmade is going to get
Parasong.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to the Intimidators, because we keep going off topic.
Tangents.
Well, there's not many of them.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, they're still they've all got their quite important niches, don't they? Gyarados has got speed control. Salamence has got like its ridiculous versatility.
Yeah. Salamence just looks really, really good in this meta.
Arcanine's got extreme speed and Snarl. And really good coverage as well, actually.
Yeah,
like,
and Will-O-Wisp.
Plus, it's fire type's a pretty nice defensive typing.
With a number of water types running around, though.
I guess, but I mean, Gastrodon's there; he'll be fine. Yeah. The rest will probably all have maybe not Masquerain, but the rest will probably all have a place. Like Granbull, I've seen.
Yeah, Granbull has been used.
Yeah.
Stoutland has been used in the past.
Because Granbull's going to be one of the few things that has Super Fang, still, which is always nice. Yeah. Tauros is nice and fast, and Stoutland's just fat. It's bulky.
Tauros also gets Rock Slide, stuff like that. So,
yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. But plus there's not very many Defiant users or the other one competitive, so there's not a lot of threat to them. Like there's Wigglytuff, Milotic, Primeape, and Braviary, and admittedly Milotic's really good, but it doesn't have Icy Wind now.
Yeah, it's lost Icy Wind, and that's a big thing for it. I can still
It's
just run Scald and Ice Beam, but still, Icy Wind.
Is competitive its Dream World ability?
No, it's not.
No, it's just an ability, yeah.
Because we don't even know how available the hidden abilities are going to be yet.
Well, with any luck, there's going to be something like the Friend Safari again.
Well, either way, there'll be Pokebank eventually, and then when
there won't be for London though, and that's kind of why I wanted to get this out there so people knew what was there, where to start.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but no, like, yeah, the top 3 of the rest have a place. Masquerade's just bad.
Yeah, Masquerain is definitely the least usable.
Can Quiver Dance? Can Hydro Pump?
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, but still.
We were already talking about Redirection earlier.
Oh yeah, we've got Redirection here. It's important to know what they all are though, because like there's some here that I didn't realize, you know.
Okay, important though. Marowak doesn't get Lightning Rod, does it?
It does. Alolan Marowak has Lightning Rod.
It does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's body and Lightning Rod.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like
I
think it's even better now because it can get the boost, and we don't know what its special attack stats looking like. So
plus, it'll probably still be able to hold Thick Club. Like I really, when I saw it still had Lightning Rod, I was so happy because like a fire ghost type with Lightning Rod's so amazing. But
then it doesn't boost the attack though. That's the only bad thing. Maybe there's like a thin club that boosts special attack.
That'd be fun, yeah. Or like a flame club because it is on fire.
Yeah, flame club.
Yeah. Follow Me Rage Powder, like. We can assume the mushroom, the new one's gonna have it too, but like
it's almost certainly going to.
Yeah, like,
and it'll have Spore.
Yeah, it will. Every mushroom Pokemon has Spore.
Yeah, but like,
and of course the newly revealed evolution of it looks super bulky, so there's that.
But
it's just like a sunnier version of Amoonguss, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah.
That's like skinny Amoonguss, yeah.
Like.
I'm pretty sure we saw in one of the videos Maul use Spore as well.
I think we've also seen it use Rage Powder.
Yeah, so I mean, we can just assume it's a clone of Amoonguss, maybe with a different typing, maybe with an extra
Fairy Grass
on it
instead of. It's the same type as Whimsicott.
Yeah,
okay.
Fairy Grass instead of Poison Grass.
The Follow Me users though, like, actually with the attack, like a lot of people forget Lucario is one.
Yeah.
Like it's got Inner Focus, it's got Quick Guard as well, which is nice.
Yeah, Lucario's a cool mon.
Yeah, like fighting and steel coverage is pretty nice.
And he's strong too. Like you can follow me and then you can hit him with the close combat.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt.
Might be pretty handy if like Porygon's knocking around everywhere. Like Parasect is actually probably going to be really valuable. With the amount of water types everywhere, being immune to water, having Wide Guard, having Spore, having Rage Powder, like.
Yeah.
You know I like Parasect. It's one that did pop out to me. I think it could potentially be pretty good now.
Yeah, there's a lot of water type. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of flying types as well, but you can just have like an electric type next to it. And then,
yeah, that seems to be the answer to a lot of stuff today, Jamie, is put an electric type next to it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have a lantern and stuff.
Like the answers are either put an electric type next to it or put a lightning rod user next to it. But yeah, because Raichu evolves into the Surfer Raichu, and we don't know if that's got Lightning Rod or not. Like, I've only included Pikachu here. But, like, there's also only
I would doubt it.
Yeah.
Because it's got that, like, electric Surge Surfer thing on it.
Well, it's just Lightning Rod's hidden ability, isn't it? So, it could transfer up, we don't know yet. But, like, Marowak is, I think, going to be the main Lightning Rod user, just because of its typing.
Yeah.
Like... Ghost. Well, I mean, Sea King's kind of funny, but like, there's probably better water types to use.
I think a lot of people will just forget about the Lightning Rod on Sea King.
Well, yeah, that's again why I wanted to include it. Like, if you see a Sea King, don't.
So many people forget.
Yeah.
Like Luminion as well. I imagine a lot of people don't know it's got Storm Drain.
Yeah.
What was
it's actually like pretty good Luminion.
It's got Tailwind too, doesn't it? Was that on the list?
Yeah, it did. I don't think
probably
it doesn't.
Yeah, move to it. It's got lots of different moves.
Yeah. But like with the amount of with the amount of water types, Storm Drain is going to be really valuable. With the amount of electric types to beat those water types, Lightning Rod is going to be really valuable. And as of right now, these are the only 5 Pokemon that can do it.
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Oh yeah, now we're on to the important stuff for you, Duncan. The stuff you were like itching about, the speculation.
Ooh, speculation. So the new attacks.
I know.
Oh my god.
So in the dump there was 4
new attacks.
4 new attacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they all look really fun.
These are the 4 ones that haven't been revealed by the Pokemon Company in trailers.
Yeah. So like Psychic Terrain, which we can kind of half assume is going to be on one of the Island Guardians.
Yeah. It's going to be a terrain move that's brought in by the Island Guardian. There's a Psychic Island Guardian, and there's Psychic Terrain, and Tapu Koko has Electric Terrain. He's an Electric Guardian.
Yeah.
I mean, join the dots, people. This is going to happen.
But like,
I think as a move, it won't be seen much, but as an ability, I think that's actually pretty good as an ability because it doesn't take a turn. You can just switch it in. That's the major thing with that.
The big thing about terrains as well is that they stack with other weather abilities. So like, I mean, again, as we only know about Politoed so far, but like any rain terrain, like Politoed plus whatever like terrain you need at that point in time, is going to be really useful because then you get the boosts to these 2 different attacks, and then you've got like added defenses.
And Psychic Terrain may well be a move on Oranguru, and Oranguru is shaping
next
up
page,
to be
Duncan. Next page.
Yeah. All right. Then we got Throat Chop. You want to talk about Throat Chop?
I love the theory behind this. Like, disabling the sound moves for 2 turns is brilliant.
Yeah.
It's so cool. It may not be the most competitive if like Hyper Voice has disappeared, but like, it's such a cool concept.
Well, maybe next year.
You see a Paris song, sir.
Yeah, true. You just chop him in
if
the
it's
throat.
a Gengar, you can't throat chop a Gengar, can you?
Well, we don't know what type it is.
Scrappy. And it could be a dark type. It could well be a dark type move. It
Yeah,
sounds
maybe.
very dark.
Yeah, it does sound dark actually. Okay. You said about Aurora Veil, which we'll get to in a second, being you think it's potentially going to be Poplio's Final Evolution's like signature move. I reckon because Litten's Final Evolution is a wrestler, Throat Chop is a dirty move. Like,
and the whole story behind Litten is that it's a dirty wrestler. That's why it's Darkfire and not.
So like if that could be its signature move,
which means that Laser Focus would be. Ooh, that
birds.
Works.
Actually, that works perfectly.
And it's about aiming an attack.
Yeah,
because he's an archer. So,
haha, discovered.
So there you go. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Which means it could be that Aurora Veil only lasts for 2 turns or something like that, and then it wouldn't be as busted as it sounds.
Aurora Veil does sound powerful.
It's just
reflecting
light.
the halves. Okay, first of all, the other screens in multiplayer only reduce damage by 33%, not by half.
Well, in singles they reduce by half though.
Yeah, in singles, but this just reduces by half. It doesn't have a different effect in multiplayer or in singles.
Or does it not?
So
do we know that?
Damage?
Yeah, do we know that for a fact?
Well,
it still could just
there
be
are
a third.
versions in the dump because they would have said that.
Right.
Like they would have said there are 2 versions in the dump if there were 2 versions in the dump.
I guess we just have to wait and see what happens.
We'll wait and see. It's just
it does sound too good at the moment.
But I suppose if it is a one-off move, then it's just going to be on.
Yeah, I hope it only lasts for either 2 turns or it just works for the turn you use it. So it could be a priority move that works for the turn you use it. That would
it might just be like a wide guard, but just that 1 turn.
Yeah, just
sort of thing.
So it affects both people, but it only halves the damage instead of preventing it.
Yeah, like an opposite of a helping hand, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm really.
Anti-helping hand.
That's kind of a cool way of looking at it.
It makes more sense to think about that.
I'm really liking how disruptive this meta is looking.
It seems very complicated so far. I mean, I like it. I think it's going to take a long time to get our head around it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I like the
London
complicated,
is just going to be
though,
people throwing Pokemon at each other until
something sticks.
Yeah. I think London isn't going to be the most advanced and complex meta because people...
Definitely not.
No, it's just going to be chaos. That's kind of why I really want to go. It's going to be such a mess.
By the time Worlds rolls around, this meta is going to be incredible.
Yeah. Laser Focus, I think, is probably the least exciting one here.
Why would you want to get a crit on the next attack when you can buff yourself up?
Well, it's for +6 Calm Mind things.
Yeah,
then you can break through that.
That's good for setting up actually. Yeah, if you're worried about
a team setting up against you.
Yeah,
but it would be good if it also said it's guaranteed to hit. So it's guaranteed to hit and be a critical hit, because then when they're setting up their
if it was guaranteed to hit
muck,
too, then the minimize wouldn't matter, would it?
Yeah, but acid armor, minimize muck, and you're just sniped.
Yeah.
Get it.
I don't think there's a lot more to say about Laser Focus though,
no.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the new potential page. I only listed 5 mons here because I don't want to go into too much
Yeah,
detail.
Too much wild speculation isn't good for Jamie's heart, because then when he's wrong, he gets very upset. So,
well, wild speculation doesn't help anybody.
Sarina with Queenly Majesty, she's gonna have a place in this meta. Pretty much no matter what.
She's also one of my absolute favorite mons of the new stuff. I think she looks amazing. I brought up the new abilities page though. Like Queenly Majesty and Dazzling are worded differently. Dazzling just says it prevents speed priority moves from hitting.
Okay, but Queenly Majesty prevents them altogether.
Yeah, it just says blocked priority.
Okay.
So like, I'm reckoning Queenly Majesty. The reason it's got a different name is it's better.
Yeah,
at least it can't be Brave Bird as well.
Yeah.
Flavor-wise, Dazzling would have fit with the look of the mon as well. So why would they come up with a different name? Because obviously, Pure Power and Huge Power are exactly the same.
Yeah, exactly.
But Huge Power on a Metachan when it's meant to be meditating didn't fit flavor-wise, so they changed the word. But that makes a lot of sense. Then Queenly Majesty is by far the better ability. Then.
Well, potentially, yeah.
Potentially, by far.
Because like one of the things I could see being a potential with Serena is like again pairing it with like Politoed and this like a solid rain team with it. Like if you wanted with Politoed with like Tapu Koko and Raichu, because then you're scared of sucker punches, you're scared of priority in general, but then you've got Serena just to be like no. Stop that.
Tapu Koko, Raichu, Politoed, this could work as a team.
And then you just need something for Muck, essentially.
Yeah.
And then you've got your grass type, which is benefiting from the rain.
I was about to say Psychic for Muck, but it's a Dark type now.
Yeah.
You've got your Dark type, which is you've got your grass type, which is benefiting in the rain. You've got a second way past like ground types for the electric types. You know, I think it's got a lot of potential to be really really good. Plus, it's a stage 3 mon. So
yeah, like, I hope Tropkick's good because I really like Tropkick.
Tropkick made me.
It's got a cool name.
Tropkick made me laugh out loud when I saw it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she seems to be a physical attacker as well, which is cool. Which means Fake Out could be potentially on her, which is interesting.
If it is, that would make
not with her ability. Like, surely her ability affects her partner and herself as well.
No, that would be weird.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
I mean, that might be the downside.
But
like, if Dazzling stops,
I read
only
that it said of your opponents.
On Cerebi, it just says prevents priority moves.
Queen of Majesty prevents opponents on the field from using priority moves.
Ah, okay.
That's fine then. So hopefully it doesn't Fake Out. That would be
so
nice.
that makes her gross because it means that she is guaranteed to fake something out because they can't protect
unless they've got their own
priority move.
If it's a fast Pokemon, it could be very good then. If priority doesn't work on it, if it's fast already, then
if it breaks Protect though,
it stops Protect from working.
In theory, that it stops Protect, but surely that's too strong.
Yeah, it won't block Protect, surely. Like,
well, if it doesn't block Protect, then it won't block like Tailwind.
Yeah.
True.
I think it's gonna stop all priority moves. I think she is going to be one of the most common mons because you switch her in on a turn that you predict them to protect.
Yeah. That if it was like that, that would get break VGC.
Yeah, that would.
I love it. I hope like that.
No.
Like a switch in feint. Like
yeah, a mon that switches in and basically feints both of your opponent's mon.
That's disgusting.
And then you hit him with a mean eruption and win.
Yeah, have something with like choice band explosion, give it a focus sash.
Well, Snorlax gets self-destruct, doesn't it?
And like if it switches in, they can't like fake out the explode user as well.
Please don't take this as fact. We don't know it's gonna do this to Protect. But
this is why Jamie gets upset about speculation. We're saying what if, and he's like,
I can't see true.
People take this as fact though. People don't listen, and they're like, oh wow, I heard this. Like I'm gonna,
The wording is very specific. It prevents your opponents from using priority moves. That sounds like they cannot use priority moves.
Yeah, taking that literally, it does sound like that, doesn't it?
It sounds like a bear because Bruxish
is different.
Yeah, Bruxish is very specifically states hitting, it stops them from
prevents them from hitting, so it doesn't prevent them from protecting or anything like that. She has different wording to Bruxish. Why would they do that if it doesn't work like this? That's what I want to know. So I'll be mad if it doesn't work like this because it's like, why would you get our hopes up? But yeah, that's crazy. She is crazy.
Bruxish, there's not really much to say. Like we already think it's a kind of crap version of this. The water type is kind of nice, I guess.
If it's got Icy Wind, then it could be very good.
Yeah, if it has Icy, because it'll have Scald as well.
Yeah. But I mean, like, if it's got some sort of speed control and it stops priority, then
like Trick Room as well would be nice.
It stops priority attacks. It doesn't stop priority for stop.
Yeah.
But like, if it's got Trick Room, because it is a psychic type, so like, you block sucker punches, you block like any like Brave Words or whatever. You know, you set up.
I actually didn't know it was a psychic type.
Yeah, it's water psychic.
That's got Trick Room. It could be very good then.
Yeah. It's important to note as well, back to Tsarina, when you say it shouldn't work like that because it would break VGC. When have they ever worried about breaking VGC?
Well, yeah.
Whenever they ever balanced a Pokemon game, Mega Kangaskhan was a thing.
Well, they've
It
reduced
looks
the
like they're
Thunderwave.
trying. It looks like they're trying.
2 steps forward.
Yeah.
9 steps back. But yeah, Oranguru is one that you're really excited about, Duncan.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah.
Orangutans are awesome, first off, so yes. His shiny is pink, so yes. And Instruct is just an awesome move.
Instruct is so cool.
There's a lot of fun things I like. I want to know if Instruct, like, say Oranguru like gets Trick Room and you set up Trick Room. So if I Swords Dance while Oranguru Trick Rooms and then Instruct, but then pick a different attack, do I Swords Dance and then attack later on?
It depends. Will Instruct have negative priority?
Yeah, I was assuming it does have negative
If
priority.
Instruct doesn't have negative priority, then yes, you would Swords Dance again. It literally reads, it makes you do the previous move again.
Yeah.
So you would Swords Dance again and then attack. But what I'm loving with it is you've got a Mon set up, you attack with that Mon, killing one of their Pokemon, then you Instruct, killing the other Pokemon.
Yeah. Because a lot of the things as well I was thinking about Instruct was it was mostly to do with like switching up moves. So like I think the example I thought about was like Landorus, just because it's nice and easy. But like you Rock Slide the turn before, you say Scarf on Oranguru, say it doesn't negative priority. Then you instruct Landorus, get the Rock Slide off again, and then Earthquake. So then you're covering both options in the same turn with the same Pokemon.
True, but you could also just Rock Slide twice and then have a 60% chance of flinching both Mons. Of each Mon.
That sucks.
Yeah, but like if they're...
Please don't do that.
And then if they're paralyzed as well.
Oh god.
You instruct like a Togekiss Air Slash, you're guaranteed to flinch. Although it does.
No, it's 60% chances.
Yeah.
You're pretty much.
It's still filth.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. And it's, again, another one of those things with the potential of having, like, that psychic terrain thing. I mean, obviously, like, as Baz was saying, as a move, it won't be as, effective. But, like...
Yeah.
It's still a nice thing to think about, like, blocking priority. Like, they really hate priority, don't they?
Yeah. They have destroyed... I told you this. You were saying, priority is going to be a big deal. It's a big deal. The amount of priority hate is also a big deal. They hate it. And I don't know why.
84% chance to Air Slashes.
That's
that sounds about right.
That's filth. Filth.
Yeah, it'd be 1 minus 0.4 times 0.4. So yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I do like this orangutan thing. I think it's going to be one of the bigger Trick Room setters.
Yeah, the typing's alright. Normal Psychic is alright. You lose your Ghost weakness, but you gain a Fighting weakness.
It's a really good typing.
Neutrality,
Yeah.
It looks fairly bulky as well. I mean, its HP's around base 100, isn't it?
It's 1 of 5.
Yeah.
From what we saw, it's 1 of 5. Assuming.
Yeah. So which, pretty much anything over base 90 HP is considered like
it's good.
Bulky-ish.
Like the lowest it could be is 95.
Yeah.
The highest is 105.
Yeah. It was me and you that worked it out, wasn't it?
Yeah. We were like in texts, and we're like, we did all the maths. It's like, if they've done these really weird IVs and EVs, it could be 95.
Yeah.
But if they haven't, then it's 105.
Yeah. The next one is one I'm kind of excited about because it's like, it's the most versatile thing we'll ever have ever.
And it's a pseudo legend, so it's gonna have gross base stats as well.
Like, it's gonna be every type. Like if you've got a solid 5-mon team and you're like, oh man, I've got a really big like electric weakness, just add a ground Silvally. I was like, oh man, I've got really big ground weakness. Add a flying one or a grass one.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to need half an hour to sit down looking at the different shades of colour. Because, like, various, like...
They're not big
it,
differences either.
Yeah.
Committing it to memory.
Yeah.
Like
the
water,
You have a little bit of
differences
help
in
in
colour.
game with it, like the new
Oh yeah,
new
no, it
user
will tell you
interface.
what
It
it's
tells
weak to.
you what it is.
What
yeah.
it's weak to.
Oh, yeah, of course it does,
what
yeah.
it's weak to.
Yeah, good.
Oh, that is true. Yeah. The thing will say. Thank God for that. Do you reckon Silvally is the reason they added that?
Maybe.
No, they added that because they wanted to make it more accessible to newer players.
I suppose. Yeah.
Like, it's accessibility to newer players, and the stat tracking is so good. Being able to tap a button and track their stat boosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
We
nice.
all needed that this year.
That's going to be especially handy if minimize does pick off, like knowing, like how far gone they are.
And of course, Tap Coco and Friends. You've written likely high BST. Yeah, they probably do have very high BST.
They'll have either 580 or 600.
Yeah.
I think they'll be on par with, like, Terrakion and the birds and the dogs and everything.
Yeah.
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 Like, and the auto terrains, like, we only know of 2 of them, so like, but they're good.
We know that there's probably going to be grass terrain. Like, grassy terrain is probably going to be one of them.
Well, like,
terrain
none
is
of them look
almost
like
certainly
grass
the pink
types,
one.
and none of
They
them
don't
look
look
like
like
fairy
fairy.
types. So the other 2
The
don't.
pink one is almost certainly pure fairy.
I thought
because
the
they're
pink.
all
I thought the
fairy
pink
type.
one was the psychic one.
No, the purple one in the clamshell.
Really? I
Looks
hope that
very psychic-y to me.
Because one of them looks buff. Like, it looks like a fighting fairy type. Like,
Yeah, that could be.
I
But then
would
what? Fighting terrain?
Yeah.
Like,
like,
what?
They just summons a dojo.
every hit is a
pink one.
critical hit.
The pure pink one is probably going to be fairy, just pure fairy, and that's going to be.
I still think it's the psychic one, but I mean, we'll find out soon. Like, the game's out in a month.
A month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for us.
True.
No, well, no, it's
it's
out
a month
in a
and
month
5
in the
days.
world. It's
Yeah, it's a month and 5 days.
for us,
For
yeah.
you guys.
It's the 18th for everybody else, though.
Yeah, and I'm sure you guys are going to just import, right?
I don't have the time. I'll have to do uni work.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I've got uni work as well.
Damn. Yeah, true.
I
Well,
have
I'll
a-
play for both.
I have 7,000 words to write in the next 30 days.
I'll play on behalf of you guys.
So I'm not
ruin
gonna have
everything
any
for you.
time
I'm
to
gonna
do
send,
anything else.
Send text messages ruining the entire story to you, Kean.
Oh, don't ruin the story.
I'm gonna text you every single detail as I get to it.
I mean, I'm gonna like blaze through it. me and my friends in Edinburgh, we're gonna like take like 4 days and just like live in one of their houses and just play nothing but Sun and Moon until we get through everything.
Fair enough.
Good idea, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what we did with X and Y when it came out. We didn't even play VGC then.
Wow, is that all the information you put together, Jamie?
I think so. Yeah, the last page is just follow us on Twitter.
What a letdown.
What? Fuck you.
How did you not put a page where it's like, this is going to be the best team, this is the team you need to take on?
Because we don't know yet.
Exactly.
And if we did know that, we wouldn't want to reveal it. We'd
Exactly.
want to use it ourselves.
Maybe we do know that. Maybe I was just spoiling it for you guys because the viewers now know that you knew and you didn't tell them, and so now they hate you.
Right, Baz. Question time. What Silvally is that?
Oh, fairy?
I actually don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have guessed fairy as well.
The difference between psychic and ghost is very small. Like psychic, ghost, and dark. It's like, which one is that?
That's either psychic or fairy, I think. I don't know.
No,
I'd imagine
fairy.
fairy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of everything you need to know going into this. Like, you've got 2 weeks to prepare once the game comes out for London.
Yeah.
You know.
Don't worry though, guys, because loads of information will be leaked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
as soon as
pretty
we know the
sure
base stats of
There'll
everything
be a
and the moves
there'll
and
be
everything.
a data dump of like a test copy or something at some point, and someone will leak it. Like it happens.
It's
And then
happened
there will be a
every
showdown,
year,
and-
hasn't it?
Yeah,
Like-
it's happened every other year.
Yeah,
and it
I
will be on
imagine
showdown.
I'll maybe try and do something around the same as this when that happens, and we can talk about what we
Like,
think might
like
be
I said
useful
at the
then.
beginning, I wouldn't normally sort of condone this sort of thing, but like they've sort of forced our hand really.
Yeah,
with
no,
how
I don't
soon
condone
this
it at all.
tournament
Like
is.
for ORAS, I was quite annoyed that Showdown put the megas out early and stuff because I'm like, guys, just wait. Like, just allow the first battles and the first excitement of the new battles and the new gen to be actually when the gen comes out, because everybody was, of course, uploading ORAS Showdown to YouTube before ORAS even came out. But this time, it's like they've given you 2 weeks. 2 weeks to get your team ready for
potentially the most important tournament of our season.
Not potentially, the most important tournament.
The most important tournament
of Europe.
Yeah.
It's Europe's only international. You only get one.
Yeah.
And that is scary.
That is scary, particularly because
a win here gets you the Worlds invite.
Yeah.
Full stop. You have your Worlds invite if you win.
Yeah.
So the winner there has their Worlds invite 2 weeks.
Not only does the winner there have their Worlds invite, but they also have their trip paid for them to go to the next international.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and they win $2,000 freaking dollars.
Yeah. Like.
So they get to go to another international. I'm pretty sure the next one's in America. So they get a free trip to the States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. I'm trying to win out here.
Yeah.
I'm going to win, so it's fine.
Very, very good prizes.
Boy, you're not going. I'm going to poison you before the tournament so you can't beat me.
Boyt can't beat anybody.
Of course.
It's not hyper offense anymore. How are you going to manage?
I'll find a way. I'll have Raw on all 6 of my Pokemon. Maybe 5 Raws and 1 Whirlwind.
And then the game lasts 10 turns longer than you were expecting, and you lose.
This man runs all the Raws and Whirlwinds.
Yeah.
5 Raws.
I saw that World Cup game where all you did was Whirlwind and Dragon Tail, and you lost horribly.
I Whirlwind and Dragon Tailed 7 times in one match, and if I didn't do it one of those times, then I won.
I watched a game, and all you did was Whirlwind and Dragon Tail, and it accomplished absolutely nothing.
I like 3 or 4 times in one game at Worlds with my Volcarona.
Really?
Here's the thing, though. What happens when you go for Raw and they throat chop you? How are you gonna feel then?
Oh, that's.
Oh no! I do need to switch to Whirlwind now. Oh no!
Whirlwind's not the TM as well.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Oh man, I'm running throat chop on everything.
God, don't run through it.
There you go. That's how you beat Boyt.
Watch throat chop just be a strong move as well. Watch it be a strong move, like a base 90 dark type move.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. That would be good.
Cool.
But
I was just imagining it to be like a wake up slap sort of thing, like power 60 or something.
All right, I have to go because I'm streaming.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
I'm
yeah, it's quite late. So yeah, I hope you found this useful.
Yeah, it's been quite long.
Yeah,
I think it was good information and good banter and good discussion.
Yeah. I feel like it's important stuff for people to know that like a lot of people will be probably too lazy to look up themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's handy. It's there. It's out there. So there you go.
And you know what? Should we say that we will do this again when we have more information?
I would like to be honest. I've had fun.
Yeah. Because this is what we know so far, so we can do what we know so far in the future.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Like if they do like another data mine at some point in time, like we can do a thing then.
Yeah, with the base stats and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like when we see like the speed tiers.
Yeah, when we know types and speeds, it's going to be a big deal, and then when we know movesets, it's going to be a big deal, and I imagine they're all going to come in chunks. So like.
No, they'll all come at once. As soon as the game comes out, like the people who data mine this they won't even play the game before they data mine it.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, I reckon we will do something like this again. Like,
cool.
It was useful.
Yeah, so come and find me on YouTube, Baz Anderson VGC.
Yeah.
Come and find me on YouTube, youtube.com/Chimpact.
Come and find me on YouTube, and it's just Jamie Boyt, the better Jamie.
I'm gonna edit that part out. You're already on my YouTube, so just follow me on Twitter. I want to get to 1,000 before the end of the year. That was my goal.
Where's the squirt?
What do you think the squirt is?
It's a squirt of water. It looks like 3 drops of water.
Ah, yeah, I see. There we go.
Yeah. It's like, hey, girl, we gonna smash? Yeah, that. An eggplant and then 2 of them.
You're done with the kids now, Baz.
I know, this is education.
Hey,